What's going on, everybody? It's Shawin back at you with another unboxing video. This one comes from my good friend Bjorn, also known as GoosebumpsAussieFan. And if you're in the Goosebumps community, you know who that is. That is definitely my Goosebumps brother, though. And we did a kind of exchange of items, and there's a few things in here I don't know about, so we're going to find out that together as well. He just did his unboxing video that came out today. He got his package a little bit sooner than me, but couldn't put a video out until just recently. Mine got held up in customs a little bit, but it's here, and we're going to take a look at what's inside. And the first thing, so Goosebumps had come out with a new set of fabrics, and like Joann Fabrics, I believe here in the States, had it and stuff, but they actually had a really good deal on some where he was at. And I couldn't find this particular one at a location here around me. And this is the one I wanted because it kind of had more of that 90s vibe feel to it, as you can see with the color palette and everything like that and the design. So he was nice enough to pick up a meter for me. I didn't know what I was going to use this for at first, but now I think that what I'm going to do is when I do like book videos and other smaller items that don't require me to actually be on the camera, it's going to be laid down kind of like as a mat. So I think that's what I'm going to do with that going forward, but appreciate you picking that up, dude. Next thing in here is one I traded for with him because I always wanted this, but it was one that I thought was kind of expensive. I didn't really want to pay that for an eraser. But he had an extra that he was nice enough to trade to me. So take a look at that too. I'm gonna take this out of the little wrapper he's got it in, not the actual package, just this wrapper he got it in, because there's a couple other items in there too with it that he threw in because he didn't quite realize he had so many of these other items I'm about to show you. But the first thing is we're looking at the Goosebumps Splat. Now, I am a personal fan, obviously, of the Splat. It's on the back of the masks. It's going to be on the back of the new Trick or Treat Studios masks. If you haven't seen my post about that, check it out. We also just did a video podcast with Trick or Treat Studios, Chris Zeffiro and Sam First last night. That is up today. I hope you check that out. But I absolutely love the Goosebumps G-Splat. I don't know why, but I think it's a cool design. And so I remember this as a kid. I just never had it as a kid, but now I have it now. So appreciate you putting that in there, brother. So these are a couple things that he threw in because he just had so many of these. But like a keychain, I think is what this one is, of Night and the Living Dummy, and keychain of Beast from the East. So, and I have all the Haunted Mask ones, but those were the only ones at the time I was looking to get. But I'm not gonna say no to a couple freebies, you know what I mean? So, next thing in here is so a VHS. Just wrapping Piper out of my way here. So I knew about the VHS. He was nice enough to put this in here for me to complete my VHS collection, the Australian VHSs. I still need to get Welcome to Camp Nightmare to complete like the New Zealand, UK slash Australian VHSs I'm looking for. But the Werewolf Fever Swamp, very nice, very nice. And this is something he threw in that I did not expect. So if you follow Bjorn, you know he's a really big fan of The Grudge. It's his favorite horror movie, and he collects quite a bit of it. And he threw in a copy of The Grudge here for me. But this is one that's an overseas copy. You can obviously tell by the case and the rating and everything else like that. So, I mean, that's really cool. I don't have a copy of The Grudge that's overseas, so that's really awesome. Especially since I'm a horror fan and collector besides Goosebumps. I mean, I do have a pretty good collection from Halloween, Trick or Treat, bunch of films. The Grudge there's not a whole bunch of stuff of, so that's really nice to actually get. So the next thing I'm going to get out of here, we did a trade for a copy of Werewolf Skin with a mask in it, because I thought my copy didn't have one until I went through my original 62, because I guess it's just been so long. I didn't realize the mask was in there. So I actually have a spare, because I traded for this one not knowing I didn't need this one. So yeah, there's that. But still, never hurts to have an extra copy of Werewolf Skin. So the next few books are Series 2000 books that I'm missing from my collection. And I traded for these with Bjorn as well, because he had some spares. I think I was only missing 6 books, and once we go through the rest of this box, we'll see what I'm missing from it. But here's 3 more down. So the first one is Full Moon Fever. He threw in there for me, because I didn't know which Series 2000 books he was throwing in. It was kind of, I just told him what I was missing, and he was just throwing them in as a surprise. So I really appreciate that, dude. And then we've got this beauty here, Ghost in the Mirror. I love that cover. I really do. And then we've got The Haunted Car. So appreciate those, man. Now this one, I could not believe he traded to me. So funny story about this one. Originally, we were doing one with a trade of Attack of the Jack-O-Lanterns TV Presents book, because that's what he thought he had an extra of. He's got like 3 Revenge of the Lawn Gnomes, which is like the most expensive book out of it. But he messaged me later. He was like, dude, he's like, I screwed up. He's like, it's not Attack of the Jack-O-Lanterns that I have an extra copy of, but it's Calling All Creeps. He's like, I will put that in your box. So I'm not going to sneeze at that, because I also really love Calling All Creeps, but also this book is really hard to come by, and very expensive. So, you know, he did me a solid trading what I got for him for this. I mean, it was definitely a far off trade. I got the better end of that bargain. So I really appreciate that, dude. This is absolutely crazy to be holding in my hands right now. So appreciate that. So if you saw a past video that I put out, I have 2 of the finger puppets that they released in Australia. These were not in America, which sucks, because these are actually really cool. And surprisingly, it's a Pizza Hut thing, so I'm surprised we didn't get them, because Pizza Hut was infamous back in the 90s for puppets, like Land Before Time, Eureka's Castles, which is also an R.L. Stine. A few other things, I believe, too, but like, I was only missing 2, because I've got the Mummy and I've got Slappy. So now I have a complete set out of the package. So I'm very happy to complete a set. One thing, though, that happened before we got this box put together and sent out was he went online, as he always does when he looks for stuff, and there was one sealed of Cuddles, and I can't remember the price, dude. I think it was like 20 bucks. We couldn't believe how low it was. He didn't need one, but he was nice enough to pick one up for me to put in this box. So now I'm apparently going to have to get a set of sealed ones, go with the open ones, but it's easier said than done with those finger puppets. They are so hard to come by. And it looks like we got a couple more things in here. Oh no, we got more than that. Dude, what are you doing, man? Like, oh my gosh. Like, okay, so this is way more than I thought that he was going to put in here, but we're going to go through each one. He's got them all nice and wrapped, because we did a Christmas exchange. If you watch his video, you'll see what I got him. And it was something he didn't have, surprisingly, but I was lucky enough to get to him before he actually got one. So now he has one. Try to be gentle with it. That's some good wrapping paper. Okay. So in Australia, they had a stamp set that came out, and it didn't come out here in America, which I thought was kind of weird. And originally, I wasn't too keen because I'm more of a fan of the Jacobus art. But now that I have this in hand, like, this is really cool. So it came in a portfolio like this, like a little book. There's the front, and there's the back. And as you can tell, this is based off like the Brandon Dorman art, it looks like, mostly. With a few other artists. It's kind of like a mix, it looks like. I guess that's not Dorman's art, but that's kind of weird. But just kind of give you a glimpse of what's inside. There's multiple stamps. And he thought I might be interested because there is a haunted mask in here. I'm just interested because it's Goosebumps as well. I mean, I'm a big Curly fan. So this is really cool. I really appreciate you picking this up for me, dude, because we obviously didn't get this here in the States, and that sucks. Because that's really awesome. So this one says rare Aussie item, open second. I didn't even see where they had first and second. So this is out of order. No, I guess not. So we're okay. So that one didn't have one on it, but this one says open first. It says yeehaw. So all right, brother. We'll see what we got in here. So he's got all these nice wrapping paper. Oh, sweet. Dude. Bro. Okay. So first thing, I freaking love this keychain. So I love keychains. Like, I have so many. He doesn't know that, but I do. I have a ton of them. But I've never seen this one before. That's so cool. And I'm gonna guess this is from the Fright Show. Okay, it doesn't really say, but I'm gonna guess because it says the scariest show on earth. I'm gonna guess that's from the Fright Show. That's so cool, though. And I'm not really too sure what this is. Is it a game? Looks like it's got stickers or pieces in there. I've never seen that before. You have to let me know what that is, dude. Nice. And then he's included a Let's Get Invisible notebook. Like, nothing on the back. Just a little Goosebumps logo, Scholastic. Campus notebook. So yeah, that's really cool. I've not seen one of these either. Like, we don't get a lot of this stuff in the States anymore. It seems like a lot of that stuff tended to be overseas, whether that's in UK, New Zealand, Germany. Germany gets a lot of cool stuff. I think they're the only place that had like a Blu-ray copy of the complete series of Goosebumps for some reason. Why it's not everywhere, I have no idea. So this, it says to open second. Says rare Aussie item, open second. So we'll see what this is. Oh, there's actually a couple things in here. Ha. Cool. Alright, man, so he's included a copy of the Goosebumps DVD. And as you can see, there's the disc. Very cool, very cool. But this dude, wow. This is so cool. Okay, so this was totally unexpected. This is something I didn't know about. And he said there were going to be a few things I didn't know were going to be in there. And he was right. I did not expect this. This is freaking beautiful. Check that out. Of course, it's like a little bag here. Now, I assume this would be one that you would keep like your pencils and some notebooks and stuff in. Obviously, I can't do that with this. I am like going to treasure this and put it in the collection. So, dude, thank you so much for this. This is really cool. They got some really neat stuff overseas, like as far as Goosebumps stuff goes. You know what I mean? Like I've not seen any of that stuff before. Okay, so his messages on all these are good, but inside joke about this one. Yeah, bitch. Open third. Rare to find. And knowing Bjorn, that's probably true, but he's probably got like 10 of them. Because, I don't know, man. Collecting as long as he has, he's got some crazy stuff and some rare stuff that no clue over the years how he was able to get all that. But, oh, wow. Dude, are you for real? Bro. Okay, so last item he put in there was Goosebumps Haunted House Collector's Edition. So, oh man, so this pack, if I remember right, I don't think it had the entire series, but it had a good chunk of episodes. I might make this its own video later so we can open it, check it out together. Because this one's running a little long, I don't want to go much longer. Because I'm also just on my break from work. So, you know, I work from home, so I couldn't wait to do this later. I wanted to do this now. But yeah, check that out, guys. Like, I mean, absolutely epic. So, man. Buddy, I appreciate you so much. Love you, dude. Crazy to have all this in here. Definitely not expected. Dang. I don't know what to say, man. I'm speechless about some of these items that you threw in that I didn't know about. So I look forward to our next box. We are going to do another one down the road. We're kind of piecing it together now for each other, seeing what we want to put in there. We are going to make them a little smaller box because the one I had to send to him this last time, man, that was costly. So, yeah. Man, I'm just speechless, guys. I'm sorry. A lot of cool